Hi, welcome to Turn-Based Besties, a podcast where two grown adults with no free time talk about their favorite RPGs. I'm DJ.
And I'm Sam, and we're besties that love to game. Today, we will be discussing the alternative, the flip side, the antithesis of what we did a few weeks back now, where we talked about what we loved about RPGs, and we'll bring you to the dark side, what we loathe or just dislike about RPGs.
What we don't like about video games. Believe it or not, there are things we don't like about video games.
You've never heard me say something bad about a game?
No, you're the least complaining person I know. And today is opposite day.
That's right. So yeah, it'll be a fun one of just kind of letting it all out.
Whatever. Other video game podcasters and YouTubers also have complaining episodes too, things they don't like.
Oh, this is fun. You have to have things you don't like because then you know what you really do like.
Exactly. And
that's the logic.
As we age and grow, we'll dislike more things, and that's just more content, my friends.
There you go. There you go. Before we dive in, though, what have you been up to, my friend?
I've been singing like a fiend.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time last time we recorded, I just saw you in Kansas because I had a Carmen in Kansas, and I just got back 2 days ago from Vermont. I was just singing with Opera Vermont, a La Cenerentola, which is Cinderella. I was not singing Cinderella in that show, but I was singing a lead, and been back in Seattle for 2 days, and I fly out tomorrow for an album recording, and then I'm back for 5 days, then I fly to Oregon for a Die Fledermaus.
You're so popular and so wanted.
I don't know if either of those are true, but I like that you said it, but I don't know if those are true. But I've fooled enough people into hiring me to sing.
I think it's true, but it sounds exhausting.
Well, I'm tired, but I'm grateful at the same time, you know.
Well, good. You know, most of this episode, you can sit back and relax and chime in because, as we know, I'm the resident curmudgeon about games.
You know, I think, you know what? I'll wait until we get into the episode, but I'm going to give you a pretty big pass, a pretty big excuse, because I think there's a reason why you're a curmudgeon. But first, before we get into that, Sam, how are your kids?
We got to chat about them. It's mandatory.
Yeah.
No, so it's a few interesting things. Jay, the 4-year-old, almost 5, just has the funniest comments and things that he says. And the other day, he remembered something and remembered some fact, or I asked him something and he gave me the right answer. Mm-hmm. And Jay just goes, "Daddy, when I know something, I hold it in my head."
Oh my God, he is Taylor's son.
It was so cute, and also he makes this little sound with his teeth, and gives you like a thumbs up when he does something good too. So cute. He's
so cute.
He's hard to.
Oh my God, so cute.
I know. Oh my God, so cute. However, he's difficult and he's tough because Jay also, as you probably are aware, has broken both of his arms within the last 6 months.
Yeah, he sure has.
He has. So that one was like last November, and then that was his left, and then he broke his right arm a couple months ago now. Yeah, so he did that. And it does not stop the kid. So we were at my nephew's birthday party 2 days ago, and Jay, I walked downstairs. They have like this jungle gym set up in their basement. And Jay immediately goes, "Here, Daddy, watch me do this backwards."
Oh, no.
And it was the monkey bars, which is where he broke. His right arm was falling off monkey bars. And he was doing the monkey bars, and he was going to do them backwards. Because, doing them forwards was too easy last time when he broke his arm.
Yeah, no, he's looking to break legs now, so.
It's too much. And yeah, so the kids are good. Jay is going to break all of the bones, but we'll try to keep him as safe as possible. And then, oh my gosh, I had to add a third thing that just happened this morning.
What?
I was in our laundry room doing some laundry this morning before the kids went off to their various daycares and camps and summer camps and whatever. And I was getting some stuff out from behind that had fallen behind the dryer.
Yeah.
And then I hear this kind of like chirpy type sound, and I get up, and the cats are running around this laundry room because there's a chipmunk that is inside our house in the laundry room, running around the ground, and both of the cats hang out in the laundry room in the morning, and they are just having the ball chasing this thing around. And I don't think I'm the toughest person ever, but I literally turned into every cartoon elephant when there's a mouse in the in the room. It was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and like go away, go away.
Oh no! What?
Yeah, chipmunk just in our house. I think it got in from, how there's the exhaust for your I call it exhaust, whatever, like the heat vent for your dryer.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
goes
yeah.
outside. So that had kind of come off, and this chipmunk had gotten in from the outside through that.
Well, I mean, do you still have a chipmunk in your basement then?
No. And so this is on our first floor.
Oh,
What I was
first floor.
capable of doing is I opened up the window and took off the screen, and I closed the door and I got the cats out of there. And for a while I was like, well, the window's wide open. It'll just run out, right? So plus I had to get the kids to all their activities. So I left and got them there, talked to Tay on the phone. She assured me I could not use the mouse traps and had to make sure that this thing lived. Which I didn't want to kill it. I just wanted it out of the house.
Well, yeah.
So all options were available initially. And I got home and it was still there. And so I moved the dryer back a little bit, and the thing comes over the washer and like jumps over to the screen because I had tried to make it easy for it to get out the window.
Well, yeah.
And then it smacks the window one time, and then it tries again and gets out. So it made it out, and then I closed everything up.
So it essentially jumped over you?
In front of me. Yeah, in front of me. Not quite over me, but a couple feet from my face.
Oh man, to be a fly on that wall and to hear you scream like a little...
It was not my toughest moment, as I mentioned. However, I went back in there and I got that chipmunk out of there safely. So,
You sure did. You got that chipmunk out.
that's right. But anyway, so on to the excitement of the episode from the excitement of the chipmunks.
On to the excitement. We're going to talk about our least favorite things. I don't think we're special or unique in some of these things that we dislike, but
I agree, there might be a couple hot takes.
but here's the thing. I'm gonna take up for you on some of these hot takes that I've given you shit for in the past. But I think you have some of these hot takes because you're still newer to gaming. I mean, you're not new to gaming anymore, but you haven't been playing games since the 90s.
This is true. Not since the 90s. However, in the 90s I played like GoldenEye with my
Oh, sure.
siblings.
Oh, yeah, you're good at GoldenEye. You kicked my ass when we were in Japan.
I did. I definitely did. Those skills are still
Those
in there
skills,
somewhere.
only game you've
But-
ever beat me at.
But it's not. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't beat you at Street Fighter. We know that much.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I kind of tease these out into the quality of life issues that, quite honestly, are mostly not an issue with modern
Yeah.
games.
Yeah,
and would
yeah.
be an issue with older games, and then just things that we have problems with in general with tropes and that are not a quality of life, but are just a feature, not a bug
Yeah.
of RPGs.
So I'm gonna let you give these features, and then I will let you know if I agree or if I have a but what if instead, or like maybe this is why. So
girl, you do that, and we'll chat about it.
and we'll chat. All right, girl.
Okay, so we'll start with kind of quality of life things that may be fixed in modern games, but still bug me if they're not there.
Okay.
No map or no mini map.
I'm with you.
It's 2026. What are we doing? Have a map, have a mini map. Let me hit one quick button to access it, and I want to see where I'm at. I want little markers that tell me what I'm around. Maybe even quest markers, like with the next quest, main and side quests. Give me that.
So what I hear is you want hand holding. Great, sounds good. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't care. I'm not above that.
I'm kidding.
I'm not above screaming about a chipmunk, and I'm not above screaming for some quest markers.
I am so joking. I don't have time to play a 100-hour game if it's not going to give me quest markers at least. Hold my hand a little bit, please, Daddy.
There you go.
Caress
That's right.
me.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay, along the same lines.
Yeah.
Lack of fast travel or needing to backtrack all the time. So I like to be able to say, oh, I really need to be here now. I know that. I don't want to spend 10 minutes walking there. I just want to go.
I think that's fair. I like that as a quality of life, especially from older games where I believe a lot of the reason why there was a lot of backtracking and not fast travel is I think some of it was just, and I'm probably going to say this a few times, I think it was like a hardware issue.
I think you're right because you would have to reload everything
Yeah,
again, and that could take, I don't know, a
yeah.
couple minutes probably back then.
It could take a while. So, but you know, I do like when there's fast travel because who doesn't like that when there's fast travel? I like when there's a purpose with it, like in the Lunar games when you get the dragon wings and it's like, hey, you can fast travel now because you have this story quest item. And
Yeah,
that makes sense. I want it to at least serve the story or serve the greater world, and not just, haha, I can fast travel because I pushed B.
I don't mind if I can just do it, but I also think it adds a lot of nice flavor and immersion if, yes, there's some actual reason you can do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Difficulty saving or having to save at a specific place. That is the next quality of life, least favorite RPG aspect.
For
I mean,
sure.
come on. I don't want to find the inn. I don't want to find the totem, the thing that's sitting there. I don't want to have to find that if it's time for, like I have to go pick up my kids or I have to do something else and I am done with my time gaming. I want to save all the progress I've made and be right here next time I can sit down and do it.
I'm right there with you. Again, I think that's hardware limitations in the past. And
I think it is too.
I like when old games when they're remastered, they're like, hey, by the way, option to save anywhere now, or at least auto save every time you like have enter a new screen.
Yeah, I totally agree. However, I'll give my own caveat for this.
Yeah.
That Souls-like games and certain other ones like that, where you save at like the campfire or the other thing, part of the whole appeal of those games, I think, is that it is grindy. It is you have to grind through the difficult aspects to get to that, and you have to trudge through, and like the battle is the battle.
Yeah.
The
The
difficult
battle
aspects
is the battle. Profound words.
the difficult aspects are what you're doing that game for. It's a difficult Souls game.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, next point. This is the converse of what we had talked about in our favorite aspects
Oh
is
yeah.
if you don't have shared experience amongst your party. So last time we liked it when there was shared experience. This time we don't like it when there's not shared experience, meaning that gaining EXP, growing in levels, if the whole party can do it together, whether or not they're in the active group. And the reason that's troublesome if you don't gain it all together is sometimes you want to use this other character later on, or you don't want them to just be 10 levels lower and you're never going to use them. It's nice to have the option for party customizability to throw somebody else in there if you want to try something new. And I don't want it's too high of a barrier to entry if you have to level them up 10 levels. And so
Exactly.
you'll just never use that other person.
Yep, totally with you on that one.
Okay, good. Look at all these things we're agreeing on.
Wow.
How long till we fall off the rails?
Oh, you get ready.
Okay, limited inventory. Okay?
I'm off the rails. I'm kidding.
Okay, so like, I need a lot of slots. I need to be able to collect things. Maybe it doesn't have to be infinite, but it needs to be large enough that I don't have to constantly be managing my inventory. Games that still do this are things like Fire Emblem. It's like a certain person's holding like 6 items, and you have to shimmy it all around to get the item on the right person. It's infuriating.
Yep. I am frustrated with that too. It happens a lot it does seem to happen a lot in the tactical RPGs. I don't know why. That's such a trope with them, but it does happen with them.
I think it's the fact that that each person is going to be physically located in a different spot. They're not just on the same team of 4 all together on the same side of the battlefield. Maybe it's that.
I
So
guess.
they're carrying their stuff in their pack.
I loved that when Lunar had the remaster that they fixed this issue in the remaster.
Well, good job, Lunar.
Yeah, they did because the first one, every character had their own inventory, and you could only hold like, I think, 8 items or something per character, and they fixed that for the remaster. Thank God.
8 is too few.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Okay, so the last of the quality of life points is the lack of, we kind of hit on this before, lack of a quest log or no way to know what quest you're on. So give me access in the menus to be able to see what quest is, what the side quests are, what the qualifications are, maybe even a little pin for where I need to go for that or like a direction I should head.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. No brainer. Like, don't make me take notes on my own paper. That's not very Earth friendly. Come on.
Or me friendly.
Or you friendly. Yeah. Give me quest marker.
That is crazy that's the way it used to be, that people would literally have to have a notebook out.
I've heard horror stories of like when you were playing the first, not you, but like when someone would play the first Fantasy Star game, like you would have to. They didn't even have a map. You had to like make your own map so you knew where you were going.
Oh my god.
I would rage quit.
That sounds like I feel like when people played D&D early on, instead of having like an actual map, like I've heard sometimes that a member of the group was in charge of just drawing out what the dungeon master was describing, and then they would be able to know like where they were.
Hate it. Not a fan.
Okay. All right. So now we have the technology that we don't need to do or deal with most of those issues we just talked about. And so most games are not going to give us those problems. Okay. Not all, but most. Going forward, we have kind of the tropes, the things that sometimes are, or I would say most often are included in JRPGs and RPGs. And some of them I'm not such a big fan of. So let's hit it.
Yeah.
First one, a lot of people would agree, I bet. Fetch quests. I mean, you just make me go over here, grab an item, come back. Let's put a little bit more thought into these side quests.
Yeah. I get the fetch quests are like, this is how you play the game. These are the mechanics for the game. But like make it more interesting than just like go fetch these nuts.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Here's one that's going to be more specific to me, probably. Calendars.
Yeah.
You have a calendar system. I'm looking at you, Persona.
Yeah.
Metaphor, even, very similar.
Yeah.
Let me do things when I want to do them. If I fumble around and I take too long, that's on me. But give me the time to go around and do them. Don't make me stress out about the order and how many days I have and did I do it wrong and did I do it optimized. I don't want to think about that.
Fair. But yeah, real question here then. Question. By the way, I think Demon School nails the calendar thing because I don't even know why there's a calendar there because they're just kind of like, yeah, you can do everything you want to on any day. They're like, no
But
time period. Just you want to do all 16 things today, do them.
but then I guess you still know kind of at the end of this because it's a school. It makes sense to have a calendar for a school, I guess.
Sure. So like yeah, that kind of leads into like my question for you. Like, do you dislike the calendar system or do you dislike playing someone who is in a school setting or is it both? I mean, it could be both. The answer might be both.
Good question. I think more I hate being a school child in a game. I don't. It's not my thing. I don't want that.
Yeah.
But I think it is also the calendar by itself because Metaphor Refantasio was a lot better, but I still didn't like the constraints of the calendar.
Fair.
So good question though. All right, next one. Silent protagonist.
Oh, come on, Sam.
It's not my. I want them to have a little bit more. Personality, and it's hard to add personality when they never say anything.
Well, I
I
guess
get
it's,
it. They're trying to be they're putting a mirror up to the player, right? And you're seeing
yes.
yourself. That's fine. Sometimes it's fine, but I like it more when I'm getting like I said, yeah. Who is this character? Who am I playing? What are their goals and wishes and whatever else?
Yeah, I mean, like I hear you. It's just it's a trope that doesn't bug me.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess it's because it's so common. That's why it bothers me.
Yeah.
If it was less prevalent, then maybe I would enjoy it more.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, and there are levels to this because I don't mind the silent protagonist that much, but this next one I really am not for.
Yeah.
Is fan service.
Yeah.
That one I'm not that fan. It's
I am
not for
also
me.
not that fan. For people who are listening who may not know what fan service is, do you want to give like a one sentence explanation of what that is?
Yeah, but my take, I guess I didn't look up a strict definition of it, but
Oh yeah.
my take would be adding characters or portraying characters, generally female characters, I would
Yep.
say, women characters, in a light that objectifies them and makes them seem they're more scantily clad. They're also probably generally acting ditzy and less intelligent and fawning over the men and those kind of things. And so I don't know, is that pretty accurate to say?
You pretty much nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll go out on a limb here. Here at Turn-Based Besties, we love and respect all peoples, women included in all the games.
Turn-based besties, more like woke-based besties. Am I right?
That's right. We're being so woke.
Yeah.
But no, it just I don't see what it adds. I mean, maybe I don't. I think it just takes away.
I don't think it adds anything other than like maybe nostalgia if it's like a sequel and it's like a cameo of a character who also is looking slooty, but like, what's the point? Like, what does it serve the greater narrative? I don't think so, and it's annoying.
Yeah, and I'm fine with a silly a silly ditzy person, regardless of gender or sex or anything. But that's fine. That's a character trait. They can act like that. But it's adding the sexualization as well and
Yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
else that just yeah. Alrighty, we'll move on from that. We're in agreement. Missable items and characters. So this is probably similar to the calendar stress that I feel. I don't if I want to go up, find an item later or find a person later, I don't want to have missed them. It's stress. It makes every decision I'm making feel so much more stressful that it's less enjoyment.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That means that. Yeah, okay, sure, sure, sure. I feel like
So this is a me problem.
well, no, not. I don't think it's totally your problem at all. No, I feel like you have FOMO when it comes to games, and like you don't want to miss out on any event or character or item or secret boss. But which is fine. I also like don't want to miss out on those things. But like it's funny because at the same time you like almost respectfully, stubbornly refuse to use a guide, which will help you not miss those things.
This is true. I don't like
So,
guides. I didn't
right,
add guides to this.
I
I should
know.
have maybe.
So it's like, well, yeah, if you have that much FOMO, use the fucking guide.
But then it's not me going through the experience. So maybe counter to not liking the mirror being held up to myself as the protagonist, I I still want to be the player of the game.
Yeah,
I
no,
still want to be I don't want to be reading a manual and just acting out what it tells me to do.
I don't either. I'm with you. Some of the most fun I've had in games recently have been games that don't punish you for not using a guide. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Demon School didn't need a guide. Playing Quartet right now don't need a guide, and it is really freeing. That now, are there things that I'll miss in those games? Yeah, maybe. Like I might miss picking up certain items, but who cares? I'd rather go through a cave and then not have to be like, all right, let me pull up game facts now and see did I actually go through that invisible wall or not. I don't want. I'm not worried about it. I'm
Yeah,
just not
I
worried
got you.
about it.
I think it's kind of the FOMO and thing. I think I'm a little bit of a completionist. So if it's a game I really like, I want to do most of the aspects. And then
Yeah,
if I've
sure.
already missed it and I can't, I don't like that. Plus, as you know, I don't really replay games. So once I've missed it, I'm probably not going to go back, play it again, and get that in the future. It's just gone for me.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, the only thing I would say about missable items, missable characters, or something is if it relates to like an ending, and
If it
that
That's
it,
true.
yeah,
If they have to alter the story too much otherwise, then
yeah, and then I'm
I
like,
get it. I get it.
yeah, but I think I have that complaint later in the episode, so I'll save it for then. Okay, what's this? What's this next one? You
Okay.
goon.
Okay, killing off a character. All right. So I get it. It'd be nice to have that. And sometimes it's the most memorable moments in all of RPGs, right? That some people, people I think know what I'm talking about. But, and so that
Da,
adds
da,
to
da,
amazing twists and
ba,
those kind of
da,
things.
da, da,
But
da, da,
my
da, da.
curmudgeonliness is that if I've added a lot of item, like sometimes it's like stat boost items that are like one time use, or I've put a lot of effort into exp and grinding for this person, and maybe adjusting their build, and then boom, they're dead or they're off on a trip and they're gone, and I can't use them in the party. Oh, I'm mad.
Okay, we'll give a spoiler alert here. If you've not played Final Fantasy VII from 1997, here's your spoiler alert. Three, two, one. Yeah, I can imagine playing that game for the first time in 97 and being like, oh, Aerith, cool. I'm going to put stuff into her because she's the healer of the group. And then when she dies in Act 2, you're like, what do you mean?
I know.
What do you mean she's dead?
I know. Anyway, so it's fear of missing out on a character that's now dead and gone. So yeah, next one would be statuses. Maybe this is a hot take, because this is in all RPGs or most all RPGs. What I mean are things like confuse and blind and paralyze and everything else like that. I don't like them just because I never really use them because I feel like they don't hit as often as I want to.
What about
Or if I
poison? What about poison?
Okay, well, I count poison and burn and bleed and those kind of things as a different category, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but things like confuse and blind and paralyze and those are what I'm talking about. Not doing damage, but causing them to be unable to act or
Yeah.
something else like that. Just because they don't act, they're not as predictable. And then also they're especially not as predictable against bosses. So if that's your strategy, it's not gonna it's gonna work even less on bosses.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then they always seem to be kind of misbalanced. Is if they happen to you, they hit a lot, or that's the way it psychologically feels, that you get hit by blind a lot or darkness a lot or something like that. And then you're up a creek because it's actually really hard to act in that way. So they seem very weighted against you.
Well, I mean, part of that's just the part of that's just playing a game. The
I
same
know.
thing.
No, I'm okay with
Yeah.
these existing. It's just
Yeah.
they're very frustrating to me.
And like I know in like Final Fantasy they have an item you can use right away to be like clear eyes or something to like clear blindness, but you can also like just equip an item and be like this item prevents darkness from getting me. So blah, blah, blah. Like there are ways around it.
I know. And so
Yeah.
then you lose and you have to go out and re-equip a certain item just for this battle. And that's fine. I like that
Yeah.
stuff just fine. And speaking of, so this my next point is that I like to customize. I like to build the build in a certain way to fight a certain boss. That's great. So games that give you very limited customization, very few systems, are not my favorite. So I want something to sink my teeth into. I don't want a big encounter to feel like, okay, there's nothing else I can do here other than go out and grind for an hour and go up levels and get stronger, or I just need to get lucky. I need them to miss an attack or something, and that's the only way I'm going to win this. I want to be able to use the systems of the game in order to change the outcome of a battle.
The get lucky thing sucks. Like the RNG or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that happens more in like the SMT games, I think, and the games adjacent to those.
A lot of them, yeah, especially in sometimes with like super bosses and stuff, you'll see people that their strategy relies on just getting lucky sometimes.
Just getting lucky. I hear that. I don't mind. I don't mind a grind every once in a while. I don't. I don't think you should have to. I don't think the game should punish you to go grind for 3 hours before you can beat a boss. You know what I mean? I think that's poor gameplay mechanics. But also some of that might be on the player too. Like if you're running from every third battle, that's on you, bro. That's not really on the game.
Good point. How balanced is it? How's the pacing? Those
Yeah.
kind of go along together. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, next small one. Cosmetic armor and items and those kind of things that don't give you any sort of stat bonuses that you still have to pay money for.
Oh,
Not
like
gonna use it.
like real human money?
No. Well, sometimes that exists, but a lot of times just in the shop you can buy something and it's like you'll just look like this now, and it's like I'm never gonna spend my money on that. Come on now, it gives me no effect.
Hello, Tails games.
Yes, yeah, and a lot of people love that, so I don't want to take it away from them. That's great. It doesn't hurt me that it exists. It's just I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay,
what do you mean by this next one? I'm confused.
empty environments,
I'm Confucius.
or do you mean the next one?
Yeah. Empty environments.
Oh, so I love to explore in a game. I want to find loot. I
Yeah.
want to find things to do. I want to battle people. If it's just like I'm walking around and there's nothing to do, there's like maybe random battles, or that's it. I'd like for there to be more to do in a dungeon. Like mostly it's loot. I want to find cool stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes it feels like you're never finding things. You're never doing anything.
I
in a
feel
dungeon.
like if you get introduced to an MMORPG, like I won't see you for 6 months since you like to loot. I feel like that you'll just like be a little troll.
I'll be a loot troll.
I think
Is
you
that
are.
a job? Can I do that?
You are loot troll. We're gonna make it a job now.
Okay, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
All right. And then is this the last one? And then there's a bunch of sub points on my last one.
I think so.
Okay, so the last one I think was confusing. Maybe I confused myself here. But when you're required to use an item all the time, or you're using a lot of items.
Oh my
rather than
gosh,
skills.
I have literally told Max about this complaint in the past. I'm like, Sam has the stupidest complaint, so I can't wait to tell us about it.
And so I tried to find some specific examples because you wrote a snooty comment on my outline saying,
I said,
please tell me the specific games you're talking about, sir.
I said, this is a weird take. Let's discuss it, smiley face. Like, what games actually require this?
Okay, fine. So I did find some. As sad as I am to say it, okay, one of them is Octopath that I have a problem with because, like, those statuses, there's a lot of different statuses, okay? And then they each give you, like, just a tiny little symbol that you have to go and look up, and then you have to look up the item that cures each one of those specific things. And a lot of times I've used the wrong item, then I've wasted a turn and not cured my status. I want an ability that just cures all statuses. And I want it to be an ability rather than I have to match up. I have to go to the store. I have to buy 8 different items that cure all of these different things. And then I have to make sure I use them at the right time for the right icon, or I lose a turn. That's frustrating to me.
Usually these games do have an ability. Does Octopath not have that ability where it's a
On some
cure
people
all?
they do. No, they definitely do on some people. But they also have like I remember a lot of times you have to use the right item from your inventory.
Oh yeah.
To cure the right thing, or at least earlier on.
Yeah.
So that was frustrating. This one, so I said gaining health. Early on in all RPGs, I feel like you're using a potion rather than it takes you a while to get the spells and to get the skills. I would rather use a spell, is what I'm saying. I would rather have a white mage that can help heal, rather than games that are much more dependent on going into your inventory and using HP or using a potion to cure your HP.
But that's just you're so silly. That is
I'm just saying this is what I'd rather have.
No, for sure. I hear you. I totally hear you. You just don't like
love
you don't
using
like
items.
You don't like using items. You want to have a no item run of a game.
Maybe so. I don't use very much, but I collect them all. I collect everything.
You're a
And then I
hoarder.
never use it.
You're a
and then I don't
FOMO
use it.
hoarder. You're a FOMO hoarder.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Is it that I don't want to? I don't want to lose it. I
Yes,
wanna keep
that's
it in my
exactly what it
garage.
is. That's exactly what it is. You're a FOMO
needs-
hoarder.
I need this 8th herb to sit on my broken TV in my garage on top of the microwave.
Oh my god, you're just a dragon.
Oh, I am a dragon.
That's all you are. You're a dragon.
That's why you say
playing
loot
games.
troll. Loot troll dragon.
You are. Oh my god. So this is my friend Sam the dragon, who doesn't like to use items because he's gonna save it for that rainy day that never happens.
And maybe that's why my other point was MP or mana issues in Persona, because it's like
Oh,
I
sure.
want the abilities and the skills that regain mana, which you get much later on, and you have to really be focused on that. Otherwise, you're going to every single soda machine in every single place looking for all the SP items, and it takes like way too long.
Can I tell you a complaint about that? Also,
Yes. Yes.
One reason, there are so many reasons why I don't really dig Star Ocean 3, which you may have noticed I've never talked about before because it's just not my personal favorite.
Okay.
You can die. You know how if you run out of HP, you are knocked out?
Yes.
In Star Ocean 3, if you run out of MP, magic points, you are knocked out.
What?
And I think that's so stupid.
That's cold-blooded.
It's cold-blooded, bro. I don't want to do it. So,
Okay, I don't like that one. Yeah. Tell me, girl, what else don't you like?
I hate that. I hate that so much. I also like most other things in games. So there you go.
Oh, can I go back and respond to your Star Ocean thing?
Yeah.
That's a weird take. Maybe you should just get better at managing your MP.
Okay, legitimate. And I think that's the argument that people would come up
Okay,
with.
I don't believe that. I'm
You
on
should
your
get better
side
at
on that.
managing your at your
No,
magic.
I'm on your side. I was just mad that you were getting on to me. I'm on your side.
And guess how you manage your magic. You got to use
Items.
a fucking potion. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, that's enough. I have complained my heart out, and actually, I feel good about it. I feel this was catharsis. This was
It is. It's
therapy.
I have one other thing about a guide.
Oh, tell me.
I don't want to have to use a guide like overly meticulously to get a good ending. Like I don't want to play a 60-hour game or 60+ hour game usually these days, right? And realize I should have like opened a window and let a cat jump into my bed in the first 8 hours to get the good ending. Like that's bullshit.
It's always some random thing.
It's something so random, man.
That's my toxic trait is the FOMO stuff. Your toxic trait is having to always get the perfect ending.
Not the
good ending.
perfect ending, just the good ending
good
where
ending.
everyone lives.
But it's the good. But you always want the good ending. I know you. I know you do.
I do want the good ending. I do.
You're gonna let that cat jump in your lap every single time.
Every single time I will. I will. I'm excited to hear about the games you're playing because I feel like you just started a game that I'm also playing right now too.
I did. I just started Quartet, and
What
it
chapter
is
did
charming.
which
I started
character?
with the cook.
Ben?
Yeah, I started
He's-
with Ben. He's funny.
He's
It is
funny, man.
It is funny, and it is charming, and I love the music in the background. That is
Music's
so good.
so good.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, the wittiness and funniness in the music and the tone are the best parts so far. I like the looks. It's like what 8-bit instead of 16. It's chunkier.
I think
pixels
I
for
think it's
sure.
16-bit. I think
Maybe
it's
it's
16-bit.
16, but it's got that chunkiness to it, which I like. But it's
Yeah.
you can't really read expression necessarily on the faces of anybody or whatever else. But I like it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for when I get more characters because I'm so early, and
Oh, sure.
I get a little bit more in depth system of battling because I'm sure it will happen because it's just early. But yes, the funny aspects, like I said, the tone, the music are driving it, and I'm definitely intrigued.
I am excited. I'm just in chapter. I've finished every. I'm also playing Quartet right now too. Um, and I've gotten to the chapter. I've gotten chapter 5 where I've completed all 4 of the characters, and now
Okay,
they're all starting to come together.
that's what I want.
And I'm pretty excited. I'm to start using all 8 characters at the same time because I love a big party.
That's yeah. I need some more characters. I'm with you. Well, that's fun. Anything else you're playing, or is it all quartet all the time right now?
I think it's quartet right now because you and I played through
Oh
East.
yeah,
One
we
of
also have to
them.
do an episode on that.
We played through some of East. We both played like 10 or so hours, and I think we're satisfied with what we played, and I think we get the hype.
I get the hype, and I
Yeah.
honestly I am definitely excited at some point to play 8, 9, and 10, the newer ones, because I
Yeah.
think that would be they're longer, but I think that they would be a lot of fun. I get what people like about the music and the action RPG aspects of it and the endearing characters. I would be all about jumping into one of the newer ones. I've had East 8 on my Switch forever. I just never played it.
Oh, you should play it at
Yeah,
some
I
point.
bought it a while ago. But then, yeah. So for me though, I'm basically done with Monster Hunter Stories 3. It's great. I'm just gonna probably finish up most of the in-game stuff,
Yeah.
and then I need to play. I've got a few months for this one, but I need to finish Trails in the Sky first chapter before chapter 2 comes out. That's September.
September, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I got time. And then Adventures of Elliot, Millennium Tales comes out soon. There's so much,
I'm so excited
so
for
many
that one.
games. Oh yeah, I got to get on top of these and finish these before the flood of other fun games.
I know, I know, I know. Yeah, I know, and I have to do an episode on oh, that one game I was just Septerra Core. I was like the game I was playing.
We have a lot. Yep, we're diving back in. We've got a lot of episodes to get on top of.
Diving back in, summertime fun, summertime gaming fun.
And where can people find us as we dive back in and pump out these new episodes?
At Turn-Based Besties. Go to our Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at Turn-Based Besties. It's the same thing over at Reddit. We've got a subreddit. Follow us on YouTube. You can listen to us Spotify, Apple Music, literally wherever you get your podcast. There's probably places we don't even know about. Oh, also TikTok. Sam's running our TikTok page. It's really cute. So yeah, go to our socials. Let us know your thoughts on your least favorite parts of an RPG. Were these hot takes? Are you mad at us for these takes? Let us know. Email us even at turnbasedbesties@gmail.com. Sam, when do our new episodes come out?
Well, they come out on Friday mornings, 8 a.m. if you're on the Pacific Coast, and then 10 a.m. Central if you're around my parts.
That's
And it's most every other Friday nowadays.
it's most every other Friday. Yeah, we're doing a pretty okay job at going on these adventures together right here. That's what we call a segue, ladies and gentlemen,
Aw,
right
thanks,
there.
friend.
Yeah,
Because after we say segue,
that's
when
true.
everything in the world points right, maybe go left and see what you find. I'm Sam.
And I'm DJ, and this has been another episode of Turn Based Besties. Bye.
Bye bye.